a huge terrace of 3,200 square feet.
Ceilings are 11 feet 6 inches high, panoramic windows, and an open space of almost 750 square feet.
And a full primary bedroom like in a private house.
Today, we will show you a penthouse that can easily compete in comfort with a country house.
Today we will tell you about our new project, an apartment that incredibly inspires me. We even call it Andrus' Dream Apartment. Seriously, in 2018 we took this project to design, and in each of our projects there is a code name like Someone's Dream Apartment. The apartment is interesting. It is almost 5,400 square feet, which sounds like a lot, but in fact about 3,000 square feet is taken up by the terrace. The terrace with a view of a beautiful residential quarter with a view of the forest. You can walk around the apartment from all sides. The terrace is divided here into two zones, a closed and an open one. Right now, we are standing in the open zone. Here you can cover the top with a sun awning and, accordingly, close the walls with special fabric roller blinds. They protect you from the wind, which is very important on an open terrace. There are large plants growing here. We are currently working with concrete. This terrace is not yet fully completed. We are making benches, which will serve as a social area. Sun loungers on the terrace, which is slightly elevated, and here will be the pool area afterwards, a closed area where a dining table can be placed, where temporary heating can be organized for staying during the off-season if it's a bit cold, by bringing out a heating device, where you can make pizza on a special appliance, where there can be a fire pit, and other amenities of a country house can be right in the city on your terrace. And as we walk along this terrace, we can already see the apartment windows on the left side, and now we will tell you about it. There are two entrances to this apartment from the terrace. This is the entrance to the main part of the apartment, and there is also an entrance to a kind of workspace, like an office, which we will see later. Entering the main part of the apartment, you are of course impressed by the view, the through view of the panoramic window through which you see almost the entire neighborhood and you see part of the living room. And this is the principle of good design when there is a certain visual axis that ends with something. And there is such a small part, a very cozy area that invites you to enter. But before entering there, I would like to show you how this space is organized. There is a wardrobe on the left side, and this wardrobe is right behind the door here. I am in favor of having such a wardrobe in any apartment because even a stroller can be rolled in there, and in general, it doesn't get in the way of walking around here. There is also a simple storage system where you can hang your coat without entering the main wardrobe. So this is how everything is organized. Here there is a special little house for the third member of the family, the cat Forrest, who also walks around here, and of course we will see him in the frame. We definitely provide spaces for your pets. On the other side is the guest room, and on this side is the guest bathroom. It is all made from one material. A tile was chosen, and from this tile both the floor and all the furniture were made, and accordingly the sanitary ware, meaning the custom sink, is also made from same tile. And this is how a pleasant minimalism is achieved here. By the way, many people are afraid to use ceramic granite on these sliding drawers, because they seem like they might be difficult to open or the hinges might sag. Not a bit. As you can see, we use all of this, and it functions excellently. I would like to enter the living room and show you how beautiful it has turned out. I would like to talk in this video about what a modern apartment should be like. We designed this apartment in 2018, and it has only now been implemented. Look at how relevant this design is. It's about the fact that design can and should be timeless.
Overall, what makes this interior interesting? We have a large number of zones and several rooms. They either interact with each other or do not. But what unites them all? They are indeed united by the finishing, which is designed quite monolithically, using only one material. Stucco is quite popular now, of course, but surprisingly, perhaps to everyone. In this project, we did not use plaster, we used paint. Paint allows for a smooth surface with a slightly delicate, very elegant satin sheen. And the technique for applying this is quite complex and unique. Not every specialist can afford to work with such materials. It was applied using the glazing technique. The sequence is roughly as follows. You don't need some incredibly expensive paint. It can be quite ordinary paint that differs in undertones. The base is painted in a light tone, and then, using improvised tools such as brushes, sponges, and various rollers, you carefully apply a darker shade using technology like smearing and dabbing, which is how we achieve this texture. We used such technique not only on the walls but also on the furniture and door panels. However, we have a delicate, nuanced accent. If you look closely, this block has a rough texture that is slightly different. The purpose of this was for the ventilation shaft, which is located in the very center of the interior. Of course, it could have been painted over, covered with furniture, or other finishing materials could have been used, but we decided to play on nuances or accents. We have two elements of this ventilation shaft in the living room area and in the hallway area. Such a delicate accent that allows us to add a unique touch and highlight the monolithic wall finishing with paint. And to support the walls and finishing solutions, of course, we are also talking about the flooring. Working with an open plan layout where several zones intersect, such as the dining area, living area, and library area, of course, better to use a single material. However, due to technical characteristics, a different material is necessary in certain zones, for example, in the hallway or kitchen area. And of course, when working with it, we become bound to the geometry and the architecture of the space. You can see that the seam smoothly transitions into the wall, and the cutoff runs along the wall and extends into the living room area. This is exactly how you should work with floor spaces so that they do not conflict with each other and the interaction is harmonious and well thought out.
So here we are greeted by a sitting area. This is a group of sofas. I don't really like corner sofas, but I do love it when there are several sofas. It is very beautiful, especially since you can walk between them, which is again very convenient, and you can organize some kind of composition with several tables. Everyone has their own table, the social area. It should be arranged so that people can sit opposite each other and have a conversation, but people don't just sit on sofas, so a special bench, a daybed by Gubi, was provided, and it is actually incredibly comfortable. Sometimes you don't want to sit and watch TV, sometimes you just want to lie down and look out the window at the beautiful pine forest.
We paid significant attention to the TV area, including the placement of equipment, the audio system integrated into the ceiling, and the storage systems where we have integrated the necessary equipment. This equipment is hidden from view, doesn't bother anybody. Yet it appears as wall finishing with vibrant ornaments that look like decorative panels. We have two scenarios for using the TV area. We have a television, but of course an important highlight for us is the projector, which is the center of the living room, the center of the relaxation area. Our clients can either relax in an intimate environment with a glass of wine and watch a great movie, or when friends come over, they can all gather together and sit comfortably. Even sitting at the dining table and watching great movies is possible.
This living room is 750 square feet, and I really like that it's not just a hangar with furniture arranged in it. It is very well zoned, with proper pathways and accurately measured distances between the furniture. From this soft area, we can smoothly move into the library area. It is separated by a screen like this.
In fact, working with it was quite challenging. It is made from solid wood. There are many crossbars and many individual elements that were assembled by hand. And this partition is, of course, not only made for beauty. It is a very good zoning for such an intimate and unique space.
Here is a bookshelf with books on art, photography, and generally everything that our clients love. There is a special reading area here, and this is how it looks. And of course, it's very comfortable to take a book, for example, about architect Mies van der Rohe or another one, and read a book about art in such a beautiful atmosphere. The dining area is extremely important in an apartment that aspires to compete with a private house. This is the heart of your apartment, where you meet with relatives and friends, where you spend your evenings. There are beautiful panoramic windows here, and we create a special atmosphere for you. That is, there are special tactile materials here. This is furniture from an Italian brand, and these are chairs from the Scandinavian brand Gubi. Essentially, the correct design is achieved through precise proportions and the selection of the right combinations of tactile materials. It creates a certain atmosphere and mood that inspires the residents of this apartment and gives them these wonderful moments. Speaking of details in the interior, I would like to mention this decorative panel, which of course also adds ambiance to this space.
There is a lot of debate about what area the kitchen should occupy in the floor plan. Our kitchen is probably embarrassingly small, just 108 square feet. But in reality, we included all the functionality in these 108 square feet while also limiting it with privacy. This is a separate area for cooking. It even includes a kitchen island. While cooking, you can chat with friends. You have a large cooking surface here with a built-in extractor that rises upwards. We didn't want to create additional volumes here to maintain a sense of lightness. Lighting that is sufficient to work on this surface. The material used is monolithic on all kitchen facades. It has a rough surface. In fact, we selected each material to have some unique feature, some character, and this ceramic granite is exactly that. Quartz countertop surface with the same sink featuring a slightly forward geometric design. It is quite comfortable, and in doing so, we also place an interesting emphasis on our kitchen. And then everything follows the functionality, as actually described in textbooks.
Here is the dishwasher. On this side is the wine bar, a double refrigerator. If we want to hide the refrigerator, we simply make two built-in units with the same facades as the kitchen, which open in this way.
Tableware storage system for cutlery. There is also a duplicated storage system for cutlery or for some cooking accessories. And you may notice that despite the kitchen being so small, firstly, it literally has very comfortable passageways. It can comfortably accommodate several people and safely includes all the necessary appliances for cooking.
And here is our primary bedroom. As soon as we enter, we feel the space, the large number of windows, the great amount of light, and the very well-designed layout, again divided into different zones. A person doesn't just sleep in the bedroom, so there is a kind of relaxation area, a sort of pre-bedroom section with shelves for books. Look at the thickness of this album. You won't believe it, they keep it here. In 2018, we made these drafts. And now it's very pleasant right in the finished apartment to open this album and show you how detailed this project is. By the way, here's the little fireplace that hasn't arrived in the living room yet. It's intended to be placed under the TV area. Look, we draw every detail of this interior in the way of such schemes. Then we select contractors to implement each of design solutions. Such a comprehensive and detailed project in an album, which we hand over to our clients. And now, after many years, it lies in their bedroom. It's an allegory of a fireplace because there is a full-fledged fireplace in the living room, and here there is some art in the form of a fireplace, creating a cozy reading area with shelves where you can place things which look like some kind of wall graphics. The bedroom area features a soft bed from the Italian brand Bonaldo. It has a large headboard that gives a sense of softness to the bed. There is a floss lamp, a large lamp that can be adjusted to suit your convenience. And it's important to organize the lighting correctly, meaning not to flood the room completely with light like in a laboratory, but to provide some focused ambient lighting, highlighting certain areas, highlight what you need. But leave a slight semi-darkness in some areas. It will create a sense of coziness there. And look, we can walk around this bed from both sides. This is also very correct because there is a walk-in closet there. Here's what your path looks like when you wake up to such a beautiful view. You wake up, get inspired, and go to the dressing room. And from the dressing room, you can go to the bathroom, exit from there, and proceed to the terrace. You see what a comfortable bedroom with different pathways for movement. Here there are these kinds of wardrobes for seasonal clothing. They are closed, built into this frame, and faced with porcelain stoneware. Some people are afraid to use stoneware in the bedroom, but this stone creates a sense of respectability, meaning it elevates this bedroom to a higher level, so I wouldn't be afraid. A very beautiful, textured, tactile material that can certainly be used in the bedroom, including behind the bed. The wardrobe is divided into two parts, male and female in this case, and they are equal in size. Glass facades with lighting, basically just like in my personal wardrobe, only mine is much smaller. If you haven't watched the tour of my home, I'll drop a link here to show how it's done in my place, and from here you can access the bathroom. We have already seen the guest bathroom. This bathroom is almost exactly the same, except here there is a bathtub instead of a shower. And look at how beautifully this is done. There is a kind of unified podium on which this sink stands. It is a custom sink made of porcelain stoneware, and the bathtub seems to be inset. And you might ask, how is this done? There are no such things as built-in bathtubs. In fact, this is a custom solution. It's important to choose a bathtub with a straight wall, not curved, but a perfectly straight wall. A sheet of porcelain stoneware is placed on top, the edge is treated, and the sealant is applied carefully. You can see how neatly this is done. You don't see any sealant or any traces that this is a custom solution. In fact, it looks like it's just a built-in bathtub. It is required to always include an access panel for communications in the design of such projects. This access panel is located here, and the second panel is located in this wall for maintenance and repair. They are almost invisible, but they are necessary. Many people completely seal off the bathtub with a screen and do not provide access for servicing the siphon. This is where the shower is accessed.
Dear friends, we were truly delighted to share the implementation of this project, a project we dearly love. We hope that there will be many more such spaces, more such locations. Thank you for watching, and remember to stay tuned with us. Bye.